Happy Thanksgiving. 10 musicians. You know it's Thanksgiving. It sounds like it. We're thankful for all of you. Thanks for welcoming us into this time. Yeah. Welcome to each of us on this weekend where we gather with families of birth, families of choice, and connections all over the place. We join together as spiritual community as well to recognize an important spiritual practice in life. Gratitude. I'll stay right here. Gratitude is just one weekend? No, it's a spiritual practice that we try to work on through every day of the year, and yet we can celebrate it and focus on it today. So I welcome you all to this place, this circle, whether you're here in person or you're joining us online. A number of us are feeling that change of season bug going around, and I know many of you are at home this morning watching, wanting to keep the rest of us healthy and well, so thank you for that. But also welcome to you, and whenever you happen to join us by live stream or by archive, thank you for being a part of us. You are part of this community and you belong, near and far. On this day when we're not only celebrating Thanksgiving, but we're sandwiching an extra meal in the whole weekend celebration. It's the second Sunday, and why should that stop us from having our affirming brunch just because it's Thanksgiving? Many of us, this might be the only meal we're able to share in community. And so let's focus on that after our gathering. You're all welcome, and I know we'll hear a little bit more about that. But it helps us to remember that we're a community for everyone, and that we try our best to make this an open, affirming, safer place for each person. So regardless of how we identify, we are welcome. All ages, all sizes, all colors and cultures, all traditions, all sexualities, all genders, all religions, or many or none, all abilities, all types, all statuses, all people, period. We're welcome, we're affirmed, and we belong. So as we join together this weekend, we'll do something we do every time we meet, and that is we'll light our community candle. For those of us in this room, it offers us a place to focus not just our intentions, but the values we hold, the connections we have with each other. For those of you at home, and who over the past 3.5, 4 years have gotten quite accustomed to lighting your own community candle, it ties us together. It connects us, whether near or far, whether we're with the ones we love or far away. We're connected by this one light, the one spark of energy and love that lives and dwells in all of us. So in this time of changing seasons, let's focus ourselves. Let's calm our hearts and spirits and be fully present in the present, in the now, as we welcome music to ground us into this autumn.
Good morning. I'm Chad, and I will be our gathering companion for today. To stop and recognize the value of our time and place is to acknowledge the value of this moment. To recognize our land as traditional territory is to see its long history, reaching beyond colonization and the establishment of European colonies that set up a system in which we can say we can own or rent this land and call it ours. To acknowledge the traditional land helps us see the significance of the indigenous peoples who lived and continue to live in the places we are, whose practices and spiritualities are tied to the land and continue to develop in relationship to the land and its other inhabitants, a teaching from which we must always learn. And so today, here in Edmonton and area, as well as in the Saskatoon area, we recognize that we are situated on Treaty 6 territory, traditional lands of many First Nations and the Métis people. Wherever you are, may you recognize the great and long history of the place and land you find yourselves. And may these moments lead us to intentions and actions to live in strong relationship with the earth and all the planet's peoples and creatures.
Our Time for All Ages is a time where we're welcome to invite ourselves into our childlike selves. If you happen to be one who wants to come to the carpet and hear a story up close, you're welcome. Or you can take a seat in the first row, or you can stay where you are. Hi, everyone. I'm going to wait for folks to come. Even though we're sitting around the edge, there's some room in the middle if you want to sit in the middle. You can be nice and close. Hi. Hello, everyone. Today, a story. What do you think is the most important thing about Thanksgiving? What do you think? Love? Very nice. What else? Caring for other people? Also very nice. What else? What's good about being kind? Very nice. Anything else? Turkey? Also very nice. If you like that. No. What else is good about Thanksgiving? Very good. Being nice, yes. Getting cards. That sounds very nice. What else? Thanksgiving dinner. It's a big part of it. Very nice. We do lots of things at Thanksgiving. We have a day off from work or school sometimes. That's kind of nice. We get together with family. Sometimes that's nice. That just kind of slipped out. I want to read to you a story that talks about the dinner part of our Thanksgiving, because sometimes no matter what we put on the table, what kind of food we eat, sometimes we have a dinner together, and it's very lovely. And this book is called Before We Eat, From Farm to Table by Pat Brisson, illustrated by Mary Azarian. As we sit around this table, let's give thanks as we are able to all the folks we'll never meet who helped provide this food we eat. That's kind of what this book is about. Not only do we say, we're thankful for a lot of things, some of them you mentioned today. All of you that suggested some things that are great about this weekend, we're thankful for those. We're really glad about them. This book is going to talk about the food we eat and help us to think about it a little bit differently. I better back up. As we sit around this table, let's give thanks as we are able to all the folks we'll never meet who helped provide this food we eat. They plowed the ground and planted seeds, tended fields, removed the weeds. Now, it doesn't matter if they do it by hand or with a machine. It still has to happen, doesn't it? They picked the food at harvest time, working in the heat and grime. They grazed the cattle. They fed the cows. They gathered eggs and milked the cows. They fed the sows. I just realized when I said cows twice that couldn't be right. Maybe one of you wants to read this book aloud. Okay, we're getting there. They fished from boats out on the seas, raised wheat and nuts and honeybees. Thank the ones who packed the crates, sorted boxes, checked the weights. Thank the drivers on the road in their trucks with heavy loads. And all the clerks at all the stores who did the grocery selling chores. Thank the ones who bought this food, the ones who teach me gratitude. Sitting at this meal we share, we are grateful and aware, sending thanks upon the air to those workers everywhere. Short little story to remind us that when we're thankful, it's not just for all the things that we can see. Let's also remember all of the ways that we can have a dinner, that we can be in a beautiful, warm house, that all the people that have to work very hard to make that possible. So we'll expand all of our love and our gratitude this Thanksgiving and think about all of the important people that made us having a Thanksgiving possible. I want to invite you, if you would like, to go to our Sunday program called Kids Spirit. We have 2 leaders, and they're sitting back there. Daisy and Ariane are ready to lead you in a Thanksgiving time with some fun activities and projects. So if you'd like to go, you're welcome, and you can follow them. If not, you can stay in this room and do your own thing. This morning we have the great privilege of celebrating a welcome, a time of belonging for Eric and Reed. Eric and Reed, some of you had the chance to meet in the last couple of weeks as they've been here on a Sunday morning. If not, there's a chance to say hello and welcome them this morning. But Eric and Reed, who are the twin children of Sarah and Kyle Tryon. So we welcome them and Eric and Reed sponsors to come and gather here around our bowl this morning. If you just take a step, come back, that's great. Beautiful. So friends, we gather here with Eric and Reed's families to celebrate their belonging. With water and light, we celebrate Eric and Reed's place in the world and honor their connection to all of life. We bless them with this water, that like the earth, their life might be grounded. Like a burning light, their spirit may shine. And we bless them with our words that they may know that we journey with them in our quest for meaning and purpose. So the first thing we'll do together is speak to you, Sarah and Kyle, and ask you to strengthen and state your intentions as you come here and as you celebrate parenthood with these two beautiful people. Sarah and Kyle, do you seek to celebrate the sacredness of life, to instill a sense of wonder, passion, and gratitude for the gift of life, and to inspire this awareness in Eric and Reed?
We do.
Do you seek to nurture Reed and Eric in their spirituality and help them to take their place in the world as loving, responsive, and responsible human beings, embracing discovery, and creating possibilities for Eric and Reed to experience the sacredness of life more deeply?
We do.
And do you seek to grow and evolve in your connection to meaningful values, find ways for your family to cultivate community, express compassion, celebrate diversity, and engage life with a spiritual depth such that you can all make a difference in the world?
We do.
And now Dalton and Carrie and Mark, you three are here to be special adult friends and sponsors to these two children. So I'll speak to the three of you, recognizing that many nurture and influence children. As sponsors and special adult friends to Eric and Reed, will you guide and encourage these children by your words and actions, supporting them in their spiritual development? Will you seek to share your wisdom and experience with them, helping them to learn enduring values and meaningful traditions?
We will.
Amazing. Friends, we recognize that we're part of a whole community of support that includes extended family, friends, communities of many kinds. There are many who nurture and influence our children. So as the spiritual community of SSUC, we offer our support and care. We seek to be a source of support and encouragement to your family. We offer to share our stories, wisdom, and experience with you. And we welcome you and your children to journey with us as we seek to deepen the awareness of our spiritual essence and our social responsibility. I like that sound, don't you? It's in water that we are born, of water that we're made. with water that we're refreshed, and by water that we're sustained. So it's with this substance that is everywhere, this ancient symbol of water, that we welcome and celebrate Eric and Reed today. And so we'll gather around this water now and these families to share in their journeys in this ritual of belonging, where we recognize that these children belong to the universe, that they are spiritual beings just starting out on their human adventure, and that their parents have the great honor of caring for, teaching, and cherishing them. So I'll ask you first, with this one, Sarah and Kyle. Well, I don't want to steal their thunder. By what name shall this child be known? Eric. So as we're all part of community, each one of us having a place and a part and a sense of belonging. Hello, Eric. We join together to speak the words of baptism. Eric, we baptize you in the name of love. May the source of love be your strength. May the love we learn in the stories of our tradition be your guide. And may the spirit of love in which we are immersed be your wisdom. We welcome, affirm, and bless you, Eric. Yes. Oh, yes, you did it. You did it. Put you on the other side. Okay. All right. Oh. Friends, you know your response. We'll just get it on the next slide, Chad. There it is. I want to introduce you to Eric. Oh, now, what was that middle name? Harvey Triherne. And we call you beloved. Friends over here, I want to introduce you to Eric Harvey Triherne. And we call you beloved. Look at these friends over here. Look at these ones. This is Eric Harvey Triherne, and we call you beloved. How about these musical people? Here's Eric Harvey Triherne, and we call you beloved. Oh, you did so well. You did so well. Yes, you did.
Good job, buddy.
All right. And now, Sarah and Kyle, by what name shall this one be known? Reed. Here is Reed. Come on, Sleepy Reed. Hi. Oh, yeah. We speak together again the words of belonging. Reed, we baptize you in the name of love. May the source of love be your strength. May the love that we learn in the stories of our tradition be our guide. And may the spirit of love in which we are immersed be your wisdom. We welcome, affirm, and bless you, Reed. Oh, yes, you did it. Very good. Very good. All right. Well, should we do it this way again? Let's go see these folks. I'd like to introduce you to Reed David Triherne, and we call you beloved. Here is Reed David Triherne, and we call you beloved. Do you know these people? Do you know these ones? Let's welcome Reed David Triherne, and we call you beloved. Here is Reed David Triherne, and we call you beloved. Good job, Reed. Oh my goodness. You did it. Thank you, Chad. family, friends, receive these candles that symbolize the light that shines in all of you, but particularly today in Reed and in Eric. May it burn brightly in them. May it be a reminder that their light joins with ours and with the entire cosmos. May it remind us that you are unique and vital pieces of sacred creation. And Reed and Eric, may it remind you of community, welcome and loved just as you are, and come what may. May the blessing of a shared life of love and light be alive in you today and with you always. May it be so. All right, thank you.
Today we have an excerpt from How to Be Grateful in Every Moment, but Not Everything, by David Steindl Rast in a conversation with Krista Tippett on being. When I'm asked, how shall we practice gratefulness, I feel there is a very simple kind of methodology to it. Stop, look, go. Most of us are caught up in schedules and deadlines and rushing around. And so the first thing is that we have to stop, because otherwise we are not really coming into this present moment at all. And we can't even appreciate the opportunity that is given to us because we rush by, and it rushes by. So stopping is the first thing. But that doesn't have to be long. When you're in practice, a split second is enough. Stop. And then you look. What is now the opportunity of this given moment, only this moment, and the unique opportunity this moment gives? And if we really see what the opportunity is, we must, of course, not stop there, but we must do something with it. Go. Avail yourself of that opportunity. And if you do that, if you try practicing that at this moment, today, tonight, we will already be happier people because it has an immediate feedback of joy. Stop, look, and go are about the opportunities for gratitude. It doesn't mean we are grateful for everything. You can't be grateful for war or violence or sickness, things like that. There are many things for which you cannot be grateful, but in every moment, you can be grateful. For instance, the opportunity to learn something from a very difficult experience, how to grow or even to protest, to take a stand, that is a wonderful gift in a situation in which things are not the way they ought to be. So opportunity is really the key when people ask, can you be grateful for everything? No, not for everything, but in every moment. These are the words of a contemporary author, mystic, and teacher. May we find wisdom for our living.
Thanksgiving, on its surface, is simple. But dig a little deeper, just under that surface, and we find that it's a challenging holiday. We look around at the good things in our lives, and at its worst, we simply voice our privilege. Sometimes that's as far as we're able to go. And the question that Thanksgiving asks us is, can gratitude be more than an exercise in listing the good things of our life and our living? Doesn't Thanksgiving demand that our gratitude ask more deep and important things of us? David Steindl-Rast starts this conversation for us with his advice to stop and look and go. This is true of gratitude as it is with so many things in our lives. We do have to pull ourselves out of our routines and our ruts and our busyness and our lack of awareness, even for a moment, in order to see what this present time offers. What opportunities are there? What's right in front of us? Immediate feedback. Not something from yesterday or something we're looking forward to later, but right at this moment, he suggests. And really, what this is that universal call to awareness that most enduring religious traditions talk about in some way or another. In our tradition, the teacher Jesus talks about awareness all the time. Awareness of those around us. Awareness of how our behaviors are affecting ourselves and others. Awareness of what the powers and principalities are doing that may need addressing, standing up to an alternative vision. Stop, look, go. I understand stop. I understand look. I have a bit of a harder time with go. What might our author mean by availing oneself of the opportunities before us? Learning, growing, taking a stand, he suggests. A new way of seeing or thinking. What might it mean to deepen our Thanksgiving celebration, not just with stopping and looking and voicing, but going? What does he mean by go? I want to share a little bit more from David Steindl-Rast. After our reading today, he goes on to say this. I ponder the two words we use, gratitude and thanksgiving. And I ponder them as two different terms for our experiences. These moments in which first gratitude wells up in our hearts, as if something were filling up in us. Filling with joy, really, but not yet articulate. We're not able to put words to it, just this feeling. I think that feeling is gratitude, he says. And then it comes to a point where the heart overflows. And we sing and we thank somebody. And for that, I like the term thanksgiving. It's the public face of gratitude. He says one more thing. He says, for many people in our culture, the heart fills up with joy, with gratitude. And just at the moment when it wants to overflow, at that moment, a message arrives. Or an ad pops up. And it says, no, there's a better model. There's a newer one. Your neighbor has a bigger one. Others do it better than you. You aren't doing it good enough. And so instead of overflowing, we make the bowl bigger. And we say, I need more gratitude before I can do anything with it. And then it never overflows. it never gives us this outward joy of thanksgiving. I am relating to this idea big time, let me tell you. I don't know about you. But how often, I have to ask myself, do I let the thoughts of gratitude float away just as quickly as they come? How often do I stop and notice and then just carry on? How often do I let my gratitude well up and then dissipate? How often do I not allow myself to get to the go phase? To not bubble up into real joyful thanksgiving? Articulated and spoken, formed and overflowing. How seldom do I really let my gratitude overflow? How come sometimes I feel like my joy barely dribbles out of me, rather than create a fountain, noisy, sparkling, rippling stream? How seldom do I let that thanksgiving translate into what I can do and where I can pour my gratitude that will make it real, make it helpful, make it useful? Our gratitude asks us deep and important things. And I want to be more than a drip. I want to be more than a drip of gratitude. John Hanson, a professor at Harvard Law School, writes these words: "The norm of thanksgiving seems to be to encourage a certain kind of gratitude, a generic thankfulness for the status quo. Indeed," he adds, "when one looks at what many describe as the true meaning of the holiday, the message is generally an announcement that current arrangements, good and bad, are what they are, and we must find the good and be happy with what we have." That's a drip, drop, drap way of thinking of Thanksgiving. That's saying there's no hope for anything better. The way things are just the way things are going to be. So I better suck it up and be grateful for them. Forget that. I want to forget that. I think it's worth asking about the uses to which gratitude is put and the questions it quiets and the interests that it serves. I want to stop and look at what's before me and find and appreciate the opportunities before me, but I still want to offer a realistic appraisal of what isn't worth celebrating. And what the hell am I going to do about it? I wonder if this is the destination of moving inward gratitude toward outward thanksgiving that Rast means by go. I don't know. It's my idea anyway. Can we be grateful for everything? No, not for everything, he says, but in every moment. And what we do with our thanksgiving might just address those things which can't and won't be on our list of gratitudes, because they're not as they should be. And they might require our action, and this is the start of a deeper meaning and purpose for our weekend. So maybe our tables won't just overflow with food, we hope, but maybe our hearts with joy. Maybe our gratitude will turn to a bursting thanksgiving that allows for overflow at our tables. With one more invitation, I know it's late. With one more care package of nourishing food. With one more act of generosity. And a rushing river of intention and action that moves us toward making that kind of joy, that kind of gushing thanksgiving possible for someone else. For our community. For our world. May it be so for us, in many ways, this weekend, but every day. We'll spend just a little bit of time sharing some invitations and the life and the work of this community and what's coming up and what we need to know about. And so if anyone has something that they want to share with the community of what's going on in your neck of the woods, please come and share that with us. I'll share just a few things to start with. First of all, gratitude, of course, goes to all of us for the work and the support of this community. Not only does it support what's going on here and the programs and the life and the lights and the heat and all of that, but it supports the work that we do in partnership with those across our country and around the world to let our love speak loudly wherever we send it. If you'd like to donate to all of that work today, there are 2 boxes at the back of the room, or you can do it by e-transfer or by the on the website. You can send money that way. You can purchase grocery cards in the foyer, which all of us need groceries, and if you do it with the grocery cards you purchase here, we get a little bit back. So that can help as well. All of the ways that you support, not just with your money, but with your time, your energy, your presence, thank you. Look at that lineup. Lots of stuff going on. I love it.
I'm glad I made it to the front of the line. My name's Curtis, and I'm usually not here on Sunday morning. Usually I'm at home in front of the TV set with my partner Nell, and we're part of the I think fairly large online community who takes part in SSUC's gatherings via the live stream. And Nell and I are also part of the after gathering reflection group that gathers via Zoom every Sunday at about 11:15 or shortly after things wrap up here. And that community gathers to go deeper, to dive deeper into what happens here on Sunday morning. So it's when the pandemic started and everybody was sort of in lockdown mode, it was a fairly big group of people, but it's kind of dwindled down a little bit now. But there's usually a nice sort of like a table group conversation that happens via Zoom every week. Anyone can join. We have people from as far away as Los Angeles, California, who come and take part in this conversation every week, but also Saskatoon and Edmonton and British Columbia. So people from all over the place. The reasons that you might want to join in this conversation are if you have mobility challenges, if your health is off, if maybe you just feel tired and you don't want to get up and make it here in person on a Sunday morning, you can come and dive deeper with us via Zoom every week. We try to stick to that 11:15 or so to about 12:15 for our conversation. Nell is our host and facilitator and tries to keep us online in the conversation, which can be difficult. But it's also a place where you can come and just listen and hear what the conversation is about and be invited to go deeper in that sort of way. So you don't even have to say anything if you don't wish to. But it's a good place to find community and to dive deeper into gratitude or whatever it is that's happening. So I hope you can follow that link in your weekly newsletter and come and join us some Sunday. Be glad to see you.
Hi, I'm Carl. Tomorrow, the Melbourne Métis Laurier is going to be serving a Thanksgiving dinner between 1 p.m. to 4 p.m. at the Lee Ridge Community Center, 7910 36th Avenue Northwest. It's about a 2-minute walk from the Laurier Mat. My mom and dad were the couple that started this Thanksgiving dinner years ago, and they built the Laurier Mat. I'm glad to see that the new owners have continued the tradition. Thank you. Oh, it's free.
Hello, my name's Meredith, and this is Richard, and we'd like to invite you to block off your calendars for the evening of November 3rd. It's a Friday. We're going to be putting on a lovely evening of musical entertainment and some delicious food and some socializing with people in your community and who knows what else. So more details to come on that. If you would like to be part of the planning group, also we are having a meeting this Tuesday at 5 p.m. On Zoom, so very accessible. If you'd like to be in that group, just come find either one of us after the gathering today. Thanks.
Something a little different this year. I imagine some of this gathering did attend last year, and it was the Yule log dessert. And I think everybody enjoyed that event. This year, we're going to try something a little bit different. We're going to get more variety in the snack offering, and we're going to have more savory food. So it's going to be very interesting. We're going to do an international type of flavoring for this time, and it'll be quite interesting. It'll be fabulous. Now, this is going to be the big one, so if you're not going to attend other events, do attend this one. This should be fabulous. There's a gentleman in the orchestra right now, Ten Kai. We're going to ask him to give us some support with his cuisine. So I hope he accepts. So talented, musically and culinary skills. So make sure you date. That's November the 3rd, right? And we will have a Zoom meeting for those who wish to join as volunteers. It will be a Zoom meeting on Tuesday. 5 o'clock, is it? 5 o'clock? Okay, for more information, contact myself and Meredith. Okay, thank you very much, and hope to see you at that event.
Wow, I can hardly wait for November 3rd. Well, so October has begun, and I'm Marg Hetherington from our outreach efforts. This is an event, a campaign really, that Operation Friendship Seniors in the heart of our city is inviting us to help with 10,000 pairs of warm winter adult socks. So we have our campaign underway. Thank you very much for those who brought this morning. One gentleman, I think a visitor this morning, wondered if he should just maybe get the socks right off his feet. I call that attitude, and wonderful. So David Mayer is going to head this up. He is our Operation Friendship Enlivener, and maybe he'll tell you a bit more about that next week. We have a long partnership with Operation Friendship from its very essence and beginnings. So we need one other person to work with David over this month of October. And it will just be this time individual shopping and bring those socks. We're not going to do the shopping piece this time. So thanks, everyone. Janet.
Okay, I'm Janet from An Affirming Planet. Yep, you can hear me. I won't yell. Today is the luncheon, yes, and it's finger food, so it's considered appetizers. If you need more of a meal afterwards, there's another location that some of us go to, Fused Restaurant, that has the full Thanksgiving dinner that you can purchase. So I got to put that in there, okay, Tammy? I did my job. So now I want to talk about the reason why we're getting together. We are going to show a movie, a short film on non-gender bathrooms. Non-gender bathrooms are bathrooms where you can either be male or female and come in and use the same place in the same location. And let me tell you, I work in a building where we have a non-gender bathroom. And it's always hilarious. Or, well, I should be polite, but it is hilarious at the beginning of term because all the new students and the parents that are with the new students, they're all running around looking for a bathroom. And I go, it's right over there. And so they go in and they kind of peek around and they go, how do you know if it's a man's bathroom or a woman's bathroom? And so I have to go through and explain that each bathroom stall is individually cut or sectioned off so that it's safe. You can be a man in your stall, and then there can be a woman in the stall next to you, and then there can be somebody who's transgender in the stall next to you. We have handicapped bathrooms, or sorry, that's the wrong term. I can never remember what term I'm supposed to be this year, but I'm something. So we have different things around, and it's been such an important issue because I've been there when I've had transgender friends who have been put down and who have been rejected from a bathroom. I've had friends who have to do tube feeding because they can't swallow food. And when they were in regular bathrooms, they were condemned for being drug addicts because they had to sit on the floor, attach the tube to their stomach, and feed the food through the tube. You couldn't do that in the regular cafeteria. so they had to use a bathroom stall. But other people thought they were drug addicts. There's all sorts of things that non-gender bathrooms and disabled or able or multi-use bathrooms are needed for. So we'll talk about that after we've had some snacks. See you later, folks.
Thanks. I'm Ruth, and I'm here to give you breaking news, just heard. And this is the go. We can go. So 2 young men from Eritrea who have been waiting 6 years to hear have just been accepted by Canadian officials, Immigration Canada, to go through the process where now they have to be vetted in Africa. But we are on our way. We will be welcoming Yemen and Saim as soon as we can. Go.
We'll close our gathering today in what we typically do every time we meet. When we strengthen our intentions, we determine how it is collectively and individually we will go. And so let's strengthen those intentions today with words from West Hill United Church in Scarborough, Ontario. Let's speak these words together. As I live every day, I want to be a channel for peace. May I bring love where there is hatred, and healing where there is hurt, joy where there is sadness, and hope where there is fear. I pray that I may always try to understand and comfort other people, that I may also seek comfort and understanding from them. Wherever possible, may I choose to be a light in the darkness, a help in times of need, and a caring, honest friend. And may justice, kindness, and peace flow through my heart forever. Amen. And so as we change the light and go into what this day and this weekend and the week and month ahead has to offer, we go seeing every opportunity and to be grateful for it.